Prototype Brawl, baby. Prototype Brawl. So I still haven't gotten this deck to work. It doesn't help that there's a lot of strip mines out there. So this version is, well, this is not the starting hand I envisioned, but it's probably a keep with the bone shards. 2 ways to deal with opponent's creatures, underdog dementia combo. This version has a lot of must kill 2 and 3 mana creatures that are basically Phyrexian arenas in their own way. And that's the general plan. Let's get this out before it becomes the 3rd turn of our game without thinking about it. Is we want to play must kill creatures. That taxes the opponent's removal and interaction. And then once we've done that, well, from there, we get them. We attack them lethally. Well, it means that we're casting the prototype very cheaply if they have to kill our creatures. Possible we should have played the altar first. Altar prototype is one of the ways that you keep your commander coming back over and over. Altar with underdog just ensures that you have a blitzable underdog, which isn't really relevant to late game. Okay, that has to die. Wish they played that last turn. But we've got ways to deal. They're stomping. They're stomping me. Well, we've got to Curse Marauder that no matter what. And we have to kill the Cobra no matter what. That's pretty good. Look, my mana base doesn't hurt anymore. This can't block. Okay. Play the Marauder. Sack the Marauder. I think we keep the 3-2. We've got to pressure their life total. I don't have a creature to discard, so I guess I can also sack the underdog if I want to, but let's wait. Can use this for black so we don't lose an extra life. And there. We killed some of their stuff. But I've got to stop drawing these lands. Let's see which version of the Planetary Orbital Overseer they're running. The Crag. Well, they're running all ramp. That can be good for us if they run out of things to do with it. It is frustrating here, though, that killing this, they just bring it back. But if we don't kill it, they just make landers. That is the Brawl dilemma. Yep. Target opponent sacks a creature, conjure a thing into our graveyard. Seems good. Away with you before there's another creature. So they'll probably just play that again, make another planet. The land stacks have taken over Brawl, guys. They really, really have. But now we've got the altar. Hopefully we can draw into some powerful things to do. Yep. Here we go again, but at least we've kept them from making lander tokens. That's the good news, if there is any. I mean, our best chance in this game is that they have all mana and nothing to do with it. But, like, if they have a big doppelganger or something, we have to draw mana drain. Stat. Okay, they're evening out their planetary distribution. Off the top is another land. God, that's bad, but I guess I'll discard one of them. Why not? Well, I guess we can attack first. Could sack the underdog, bring it back, blitz it. But I really want to get the prototype out. They might be sitting on a counter spell. I mean, I do not need this land, right? Still, let's see what happens when we sack this. Hey, we found creatures. Nice. Okay, I will attempt the prototype. We do need a blue. Might as well get it on field. That doesn't, a blue that doesn't hurt me. If this does resolve, then now with Alter, we're in a beautiful place. If we bring this out now, it does something kind of cool. It does cost life, but it works. It brings out the Cantor as well. All right, we are developing a board. Get lost. Do I want the maps? Not that much. I want graveyard more. Get that, get this. So it's second main. So we can go sack a creature. Kill that. Didn't have to give up the card in hand. That's value, baby. Unfortunately, they just play it again. But we're working on it. Now we need another way to kill this. But we do have color prototype, which can make a lot of cheap creatures and mill us a lot. Can also mill them a lot. But at that point, our life total gets really low really fast. Whenever you cast a Spellforce Warp cost, return this from the graveyard to the battlefield under owner's control. It perpetually gets. Interesting. Interesting. What are you doing? You nervous? Okay. Thief of Sanity. Hey, a blocker. How hard do we want to go? I mean, I know we cast this, right? That part's for sure. And then this. So we could have sacked this first. I think we just try to push damage here. So we could also do it a bunch more times. Make a bunch of creatures and attack with them. I think I want to play Thief, though, because we're not going to beat them, and our life total is not as high as theirs, which is a bit of a problem. But since we can warp more in the future, whatever they block, we can mill ourselves, and it's fine. If you sacrifice it, conjure a duplicate of it. So can I'm learning some timing stuff. We're working on some rules, okay? If I cast this and it hits the stack and now this ability goes off, if I sacrifice it first, do I get the duplicate? I don't think so, because it's not there, right? The trigger goes off and I never sacrificed it. But isn't this... Yeah, it's not like Sig Ceremony that says destroy it, then get this. I want to find out, though. This might be bad. I'm going to try this. It reminds me of Sig Ceremony. I want to see if I still get the Thief. I don't think I do, but I'm learning. Okay, I do not. I am correct. I don't want this to go to void. Can I respond? No? Oh, okay. This one stays. Yeah, because this one didn't come from there. All right. All right. They made the Everflame so they can attack me for 7. Do they have a time warp to win the game? I have no regrets. I wanted to learn how that worked, and now I know. Sometimes you just gotta do stuff. I was pretty sure, which does makes it feel a little worse, but that's okay. Uh-huh. Yeah. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Okay, they're in the struggle. Struggle bus is fully running here. If they're doing all this to like play their time warp perfectly, I'm gonna explode. Okay, that's whatever. It's fine. It's fine. I don't know what they're so concerned about. Are they gonna make a copy of the Overlord after they station this, maybe? Okay, maybe not. So all that, they're just holding up a mana drain? Like, what are we doing here? What are you thinking? The clock just keeps running. And what? Hello? Your dog. Don't kill your dog. Are you a fool? Okay, they're a fool. If they have a tail's end, it's bad to let this happen, but I'm doing it anyway. We go to 5. So yeah, I'm guessing this is... They're just doing all this to make sure they hold up a counter spell? I don't know. Whatever. I get it. You don't want to get got by the shuffler. I get it. Okay, that can fly. And we have a lot of graveyard. 5 life is not very much life. There's no question that's too low. Big old Frogger. Okay. If I bring this out, I pay 2, I go to 3. This is a 2-1. This exiles this. We're just dead. So yeah, I don't have a way to win. But I learned something about how Alter works. And I also learned that you can't beat lands decks. But we'll try again. That was pretty mid-hand. All right, what are we doing? Nashi, Caller, Augur. Caller prototype is a great combo if you can keep your life total high. That is the challenge. As for keeping my life total high, look at it going right in the dumpster. But here is a little advantage engine, the Agent of Rafine. We're up against Jarle. Somebody... Their name is Broken Standard, I agree. You're gonna divest me? Hey, that's filling my graveyard. I appreciate that. Kicks Recycler. We want to discard that more than we want to play it. Same with the color. So, yep, I'm just gonna start stealing cards. Mono black Jarle, huh? All hail. It's just a 2/2. What's going on? This must be... They're just questing. Our opponent is just a questing. That's fine. I'm just going to keep stealing. We have to hit lands. This is a way to potentially hit lands. Okay, they are not hitting lands, so obviously we will hit lands off their deck. And yeah, you just make them deal with it. And that fills our graveyard when they deal with it. Right? You're gonna kill that now? Yep, they have to do it. And we hit land. Beautiful. Haha, that's your swamp. So I guess this is more cards, and more cards is what we're after. Continuing to throw our life total in the dumpster. But basically Dark Confidant on a bat. So, the tragic slip has occurred. Any more removals? Mono Black Jarle? What you got? We got Rope. Dude, Jarle players, man. What is this? Just play all the removal spells. See, it's fine. It's totally fine. Why are we still in combat? What are they doing? Okay. That's our land drop. Altar, ripples, land. We're going to fill that graveyard and Prototype is going to start working. And then we have Prototype versus Jarle in the ultimate showdown of giant monsters. Nice Urborg draw. That can help us with our life total. There's a Mesmeric Orb, but I'm going to decline. Just play this. We wanted to discard these, but never drew a way to do that, so here it comes. Same with the Recycler. But here's some creatures. Oh my gosh. Kill it all, they say. You will not beat me down with the Black Grizzly Bear. Not today. I swear to God, I will find a way to not lose to that. Oh my God. Every card in their deck destroys a creature or something. All right, there's dies. So there's our duplicate. There's 3 more cards in the graveyard. Prototype is down to 2 mana. We are down to 12. Ooh, I want that card. It's such a good card. Give me the Crawler. Oh my goodness. So, we play the Prototype, and then this says exile a card and you may play it. So it's 2 mana. Let's get Nashi. No, let's go really hard. And there's Orb. Okay, so we can cast something for 0. There is a Chrome Mox. And then we can cast something for 1. There is an Agent. Actually, even more than that, there is a color. Except blue. Yeah, blue. Mana is hard. All right, submit that. Cast this, and when we cast it, this will die, and then go to our graveyard, so it's there to cast again next turn. Also, when we go to combat, we put a duplicate of something into our graveyard, which I guess we'll just do this, because when we do, and it leaves, like, it just adds more. And these can unearth. And this, we can, for every black mana and 2 life we have, we can make another color. Well, they're at 23 and we're at 9, but I think we're about to unlock our true power. They discard. Okay. Okay, how many removal spells does a Jarle deck need, guys? I go first. I have Orb. And then this is my little advantage guy, Swarm Saboteur, who makes Virus Beetles. Actually, there's so much mill in this hand. Who knows what's about to happen. Let's try to line up another land just so we don't run out of them. Where are you? I mean, it's a land. It's a tap land. I guess that's fine. If I play the Orb, who knows? I think it's Ripples first, though. Ripples actually mills harder than Orb and can get you cards later. Also, Ashiok might really help against Strip Mine. Okay, so they fetched right away, but didn't play anything. If it's a Nature's Claim, I'm going to be mad I didn't play Swarm. Okay, that's what they had. Sure. Sure. Oh, look who it is. That's crazy. What a card. Man, do I want to play Ashiok next turn. Man, do I need to play Ashiok. Come on, Ashiok. Minister, come on. Oh, man. Okay, well. I guess I'll do this. Now the Sunken Hollow can be untapped later. Such a bummer. Do I Swarm Saboteur or Orb? Swarm Saboteur. Get a creature on the board to attack. It doesn't even want to attack Run in 6. It wants to damage a player. If we had Ashiok down right here, it'd be so much better against the Prismatic Vista. And now we get to deal with the Chocobo. Curse you, Renin 6. You just gonna play Gruul Control over there? Yes, they are. Good draw, good draw. Cut down could target this. And we're still not playing Ashiok. I decline. I was going to play Minister, but this is probably better. Actually, let's go like this. You gonna give me a beetle? I'm gonna bolt it. Okay, fine. Prototype getting cheaper. No searchies. Really shuts down fetch lands. Maybe shuts down their way to find a strip mine. Okay, they cycle now, which means they're going to lose that thicket. I appreciate that. I mill myself, but I exile their graveyard. And we'll see if they're ready to battle the Dream Render. Oh! Oh my god! What a perfect card! That, it must be nice to be this good. Oh my god. And of course I draw Subtlety now. None of those. Okay, can I get on a Curse Marauder? I can. Is that what we want to do? Do we want to get a Curse Marauder and Overlord on the field? Or do we want to play Prototype Orb? Rebuilding their graveyard seems really bad for me, but losing 3 life seems really bad too. Actually, we won't have the mana. We'll only have 1 mana after that. We have to decline, I think. We're playing Prototype and what? I mean, we could get Minister. Okay. I mean, it sucks, but yeah. I'll get this land, I guess. It is a pretty good card. Also, Subtlety with Malik or Rebirth might be good. Prototype with Subtlety is probably very good. 8/8 is huge. "16 cards in graveyard" means Jace is really close to a draw 3. I don't want to exile it to Subtlety unless I absolutely have to, but we have to. We definitely have to. Triggers. And free Subtlety. Now we can attack the Wrenn. Keep it from having that retrace ultimate. Cavern and 1, 2, 3. We get Glimpse, we get Stalker. Definitely have a nice big graveyard. I need threats, so let's take the Stalker. Already has Descend here. And if it didn't, it does in fact descend itself. How worried am I about the Questing Beast attacking? Quite a bit. Quite a bit. It's going to be painful. I'm not actually worried about the Retrace emblem. I think I just do this and threaten to block the beast. But is that any good? Not really. Okay, I think I have to... Well, no. Every 4 points we take is more value, right? Yes. We'll just check the Wrenn that's not doing much. Play this. Name Robot? Wait, what? It is a Robot Octopus. What is the most common type in my deck? I should know this. I love that it's not even there. There. And then tap that. Play the Orb. We're going to fill their graveyard. That could be bad. But hey, we get rid of the Roxanne. No lands. No lands. No lands. No. Okay. Well, I got something good. What's it gonna be? Nothing like facing down another format boogeyman, a lands strip mine deck that hasn't strip mined yet, but is certainly trying to find its way. We would love to trade Prototype for Questing Beast. We can cast Prototype for 2. Okay. They use Sokenzen as a land. Then what? They are thinking hard. Season Pyro. Sure. More decisions. That'll help. The ability is sack. Target creature gets minus X, where X is power. They give up a Flame Slash. They make a 1/1. Which, how does our Prototype get past that? Well, we have a Quasi Revenant in the deck. That would be amazing. Your timeouts, my friend. Sure. Like, does any of this matter? Don't sack this. Sack one of these. Okay. You want one of the utility lands in your graveyard to get back with Wrenn. Like, you could get rid of the Ripples, right? If you get the Boseiju. But Rope just keeps moving. Now they're having a turn, aren't they? Okay, end step, float black. Max mill. Some alchemy cards, some land. The Revenant! We did it. We actually hit it. Oh, that's a good one too. There's a grief. There's an altar of dementia. I don't think we want any. Do we want anything right now? Yeah, actually, do I want grief? No, because I don't have another black sword, another black card. I could get Stitchers. Dude. I feel like I have to keep putting something on the field to keep up with my opponent. Stitchers is cheap. This is legendary, so this is 3. This is 3. I think I just have to decline. Anyway, flying lifelink death touch. Bam. Pretty good. And then hold Odawara for the future, I think. Could have put this down and I'd have the ability to use the Stalker. I don't know. That's tough. They're at 66 cards. Are we milling them out? Now that we have a life gain source, the ripples become a lot better. There's a Nissa. Gotta kill some of this stuff. Arena of Glory. Now we have to watch out for haste. Oh man. Oh man. The careful taps. And the rope is back. They are really sweating this one out. Luca? That's the one that does damage. -4 to kill subtlety. So the way this will work is this subtlety comes back tapped, but we still have a 3/3 flyer. Oh man. Okay, and do I defend my life total? Nope. 13. Still no reach on their side. Bind. There's an underdog. Okay, those are some good cards. Which one do we want? This one can gain haste. It deals combat damage to a player. Seek a card. Yeah, I think that's what we want, although Thief is so tempting. Kill it, make another. The robot. Get hasty. Your face. Your face. Actually, stay back. Nope, that goes face. This goes Planeswalker. That's what it is. And this should be a 1 cost. Oh, you'll love to see it. Stalker can now go toe-to-toe with Questing Beast. Mill him out! Ancient Grudge, ew! Well, these are artifacts. So Ancient Grudge in the graveyard is pretty amazing. And I'm pretty sure you cast it for a flashback cost. It's not an activate ability. Yeah. They do have to clear the lifelink on this prototype. It's so hard to keep up with. Yep, and escape is a cost. But we can stifle that draw 3. Easy, buddy. No 1/1s out here, so what are you getting back? Honestly, not a lot of utility lands in their deck. The one I hate the most that Ren and 6 sometimes has is like Pit of Offerings and Scavenger Grounds. Scavenger Grounds with other deserts is also a pain. Okay, definitely got to kill this Nissa. Now they might now minus Ren to kill the Stalker, but I think Nissa has to go. It's so dangerous if they get their landfall going. And this now goes to 2, so we can attack it. Instead of going to 4, where Subtlety and something else would have to attack it. Please resolve my orb. Okay, and then mill. What do we got there? There's an Ancient Tomb. Basically mana positive. A little risky when you're at 7, and you're probably not going to hit with this prototype because of the Ancient Grudge. It's a little risky, no doubt. What you got? Grudge? Well, at least it will untap the prototype. Run down. Get it, seek a 2. Which will go well with our curve. Quag Feast is a good one. Are we using... This is legendary. This is legendary. Okay. So we go like this and like this. This card is kind of cool. It does take time to get going. So we have Otawara open, or we can play this and play the Feast. I think we just... I guess it's one or the other. I think having the Otawara, I think that's the answer here. We go to 5. We bounce the Questing Beast. Yeah. Get them to commit to stuff. What is that? Nissa who shakes the world as Frog. Got it. Raging Ravine. 48 cards to 35. Still fine. They're gonna go search for a land. What do you think they'll get? What's left? Strip Mine is still there. Okay, that is a land. That is sometimes a creature. That is their play. What else? I want to kill that? Okay. Yeah, you got to go all in. We're at effectively 5. I've got a block, but then I think I just turn around and win. So close game, but I think we're done. Just got to bounce you. Lock you. Go to 1. Not use ripples. Not lose 1 life by accident somehow. But man, that came down to the wire. Good game. That was a sweater. I am sweating. Cloud. Okay, we're up against equipment. Hydroponics Architect. Whenever it attacks, random land card becomes a basic island, and when it enters, draw a card. Makes your fetch lands poggers. That's the idea. What do you think? Do we just strip mine them on one? Send a message? You know what? They just bend a land off the top. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. See if we can win. They probably have enough land if they bend a land, but who knows? We take a shot. Okay. Here's my hydroponics. Every deck's a strip mine deck, baby. Where's my Crucible of Worlds? Got him. Shock it in. Okay, so they do have all their colors. See? Strip mine's just fine, guys. Don't worry so much. That's an Explorer. Do they have the land? Dude, every deck is also a lands deck now. First equipment. Let's go with Nashi, Graveyard Filler. Nashi says, Menace 2/2. When it deals combat damage to a player, mill that many cards. You may put any number of legendary or enchantment cards from among them into your hand. Not that many legendaries and enchantments. If no cards are put in into the hand this way, this gains +1/+1. That's what we're going for. Uh-oh. That's a pretty good Chandra. Look at the ramp. Sacrifice a non-token creature. That doesn't help. This Chandra's a real problem. Combat damage to a player. Oh, man. What are we supposed to do? I think we have to attack this. Replicating Terror, their commander. I can play all these and see if they blow up the board. If they do, the prototype comes out. We could also sink into Stupor the Chandra. I honestly don't think that's the way. So I think they're going to play this and equip and attack, and we can't have that. So we got to have Replicating Terror ready to go. This is an Alchemy instant. Each opponent sacks a non-token creature of their choice. For each creature is sacked, conjure a duplicate into the graveyard. What are you? An Alchemy equipment. Quick Beast Amulet. Current intensity 0. Equipped creature gets +X, where X is its intensity. Whenever a creature enters, it intensifies, where X is the creature's power. Oh my god. What a card. Yeah, here's Cloud. We attach up to one equipment to it. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yeah, that's fine. And this has haste? Does it? Yeah, it has haste. Yeah, card itself has haste. All right, let's see if one of these swamps enters and draws a card. Nope. Okay, has to be untapped. Terror. Kill it. Duplicate in graveyard. I'm so ready to reanimate my Cloud. Now what? Is that 3? So we have to kill it. These two can do that. We can conjure from their deck. Or we can play out... I think we want the Chitinous Crawler on the field. We can't cast the Stupor. So let's get this down. At the beginning of combat on my turn, conjure a duplicate of a card into a graveyard. Once I'm up to 8 permanents, I can exile a card to cast it. This should slow down quite a bit, because without the Chandra making the mana, the Cloud's way more expensive. Okay, here's Solitude. Look at that amulet going off. At least we gain some life. But if they equip this with that, oh my god. So let's start here. Mill. We got some creatures. So this is now castable. Also, let's see if there is now a swamp in our deck that when it enters will draw us a card. Because of the Architect? Nope. But we can get the Hollow now. I think we've got to have our 8/8. And then bring me my minister. Energy piling up. Maybe I'm supposed to get analysts down to try to find removal from them, but they're an equipment deck. Doesn't seem likely. What's the equip on this? Just 2? This card's insane. Yeah, I gotta find more interaction. Oh no. Board pay life equal to its power. Oh my god. Oh my god, look at the size of it. 13, 12. Okay. I mean, it's just 2 mana to cast it again, pretty much forever. It's not like attacking with it'll do me much good. Okay, right now it's a little more than that, but we have the minister. That'll fix it, right? Okay, 2 creatures. Sure. How else do we fix it? Right now, this is a good attack. Oh my. Okay, they're giving up both of those. Well, that'll help. The pay ward thing I thought would keep that from happening. All right, you. Orf Infiltrator can make a creature every turn to block this. Or Analyst can steal cards. Let's work on stealing some cards. I don't really have the mana for the Agent of Rafine. So that's probably going under the bus, but Prototype 8 can still block. Oh god! Oh no! Oh my god! That's pretty good. That's busted. That is a black creature. This doesn't have trample. Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay. It's fine. Everything's fine. Okay. I think I try to steal from them and see what I get. That can also block. But this one has Death Touch. That's true. Okay, so that's the play. Could have ninjutsu'd it if I was willing to bounce an attacker to my hand. Doesn't seem great. Can't block anyway, but I could hold it back for another haste creature because of boots, so I will. They're at 40. It's fine. This is fine. They can't remove that. They can't remove that. Okay. Any lands here that when they enter, draw a card, right? That's right. This also gets an extra mana. All right. Look at all those lands that draw cards. Get it. No! Okay. No sacrifice here works. Yeah, we're dead. Nice pull on the Sword of frickin' Fire and Ice. I lost to equipment. Oh!